What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Randy here with RTS Mobile Gaming, bringing you an amazing video today. We are playing the Lord of the Rings Rise to War, and in this video, we are talking about a few important things, okay? We'll be talking about Dwalin versus Gandalf the White, okay? As I just attacked this person. Who did I just kill up here? Ooh, a Gothmog with no command. Very good. I'm just attacking some other people while we go look at this Dwalin report. Get excited for that. So in this report, we have a wailed out Dwalin versus a wailed out Gandalf the White, and I actually performed extremely well and basically got the W over this Gandalf. All right, so as far as the Dwalin build here, we've got very commander damage focused build. We've got the R10 axes, the twin axes, which give me some bonus damage on my auto attacks. Okay. And then anti-burn damage chest because the Angmar faction uses a lot of Witch Kings with alchemists. Then we have Bone Mask in here for madness, okay, and plus 3 HP. And then we have the Hithlane for a little bit of healing as well as plus 3 HP to my army. Skill-wise, we're really focused on damage. We've got the Experienced Warrior in here. We've got Collaboration. Okay, I just have enough points into Level-Headed to get the Cleanse, this debuff. Cleanse is extremely valuable. So we have that in there just for that. Then I have Durin's Blood maxed out. Whirlwind, all in. This is all my high damage. And then, you know, depending on your respect level, you may have Warrior of the Lonely Mountain anywhere from level 10 up to level 15 like I have it now, okay? My Dwalin is whatever, I don't know, respect 12 or 13 or something like that. So if you have them at respect 5, maybe you have the Warrior of the Lonely Mountain at, 8 out of 15 or 9 out of 15. But you want this maxed out when you are able to, when you get a chance to get the anti-burn and the reduced damage taken to your army. And then, any additional points you have going to Longbeard for the armor penetration, okay? Gandalf build, this is the wailed out Gandalf the White, like I said. This guy is pretty stacked with a bunch of 4-star gold gear. Okay, he's focusing on, it looks like he's focusing on mainly commander damage output with this build. He's got commander follow-up with high focus. His chest piece is high focus and defense. Really no damage, more high focus and defense here. And then here's healing and more defense and focus. So he is really focusing on his Gandalf the White's focus damage. As you can see, he's got the White 15 out of 15. Magical Barrier for high defense. I don't know if I really like this build very much. I don't know what he's doing here. He doesn't have his R5 tree with any skills in it. So he's missing out on that big stacking damage debuff against my army, which gives up to 32% increased damage received. So I'm not a big fan of this build. I don't know what this is. This is probably one of the reasons why my Gandalf completely whoopied on him. Gave him the old whoopee. And by the way, ladies and gentlemen, stay tuned. In a few hours, we will be doing the live stream today on Sunday. Fun Day, I believe it's going to be at like 2100. I got to double check. It's going to be at 4 p.m. Texas time, which I believe is going to be 21 or 2200 server time. Okay, I'll double check, but stay tuned. I'll post a soon to join thing right there. Okay, so anyways, overall damage output, you can see my commander completely gave him the whoopee. A lot of healing output from that Hithlane, even though it's just one item. The fact that I give plus 6 HP to all of my units really increases the effectiveness of its heal. And then he's got, what a weird combination this is. He has very low damage troops as well. So he's just running tanky low damage troops with a Gandalf damage build without the stacking damage. Okay, so let's see how that played out. Maybe against a stronger Gandalf the White. This would have been a different performance, but again, we are fighting against a wailed out Gandalf the White. Whether the skills are right or not is for you to decide. Okay. If he was fighting against my Undying, who was running Alchemists yesterday and Corsairs, he might have actually done pretty good since he is running High Alert with some tanky troops. I don't know. All right. Here's Dwalin coming in hot and heavy with the men and the Dragoons. I want to see Gandalf's. Here's Gandalf. So Gandalf is working to trigger the white ability. That's his main damage dealer. He's ticking for about 2,100 damage, okay? It's important to note. Dwalin's coming in. He's hitting these guards of the tower. All of these units have enormous defense. They all have massive defense. So they all have in the 70% damage mitigation range, okay? Just because of Gandalf using his gear and his skills, he's really going to bump these guys way up. What is their defense? I don't even know. Let's take a look. Oh my goodness. They're all up in the 170 to 190 range. Yeah. So they all are taking extremely reduced damage, okay? So what is that actually calc out at? So the current belief, right, ladies and gentlemen, is that defense starts to peter out. It's a 1-to-1. Okay, so he's basically hit the max defense here is what he's done. Okay, every 5 defense is believed to increase your reduction by 3%. Okay. So and it maxes out. So he is pretty much maxed out for his troops. He is at the defense soft cap, which means now his minus damage received is going to start being the remaining value to get you to the full 90% reduction. But this is a good place to be at in case I penetrate defense, which I don't think I have defense penetration in this particular setup. I'll have to look. Do I have Ram Riders? I got Dragoons, Felbeasts, and Champions. So no Ram Riders in this one. Okay. Here we go. Here's Gandalf with some damage output in round 3. He's got a couple surges with the white. He's got blindside with the white, so he's triggered the white twice now with about 4,500 damage here with another about 5K, 6, 7K. So he's got about 11,500 damage plus or minus to my units. Dwalin's going to come in and let him know what real damage looks like, ladies and gentlemen, with almost 17,200 damage output right there, folks, with Whirlwind. Then I'm going to come in hot and heavy with my all-in next round in round 4. And I'm just steadily hitting his units with my Dwalin. Like, check this out. Dwalin is slow and steady, man. Where does auto attack? Sorry, I'm scrolling so much. He just slow and steady wins the race. He just keeps attacking you. He just keeps attacking you. He keeps mending my champions. He keeps attacking you for 4,500 damage. Then he collaborates for another 4,500 damage. He's just going to keep it coming, okay? And if these guys didn't have as high defense as they do, this would be up in the 9,000 to 10,000 damage range. The Felbeasts are really good here. They're really going to be absorbing a ton of damage and not taking very much because of their 16% melee debuff. Here we go into round 4. We're going to see the Felbeasts hitting away. The champions, very nice. Here's Dwalin's all in. Keep in mind, this is on 72 defense. 29,814 damage. Ladies and gentlemen, I really like that. And the interesting thing here is, I never seen this before. Dwalin's battle dance from his weapons looks like it can affect all in, which is very interesting for me. Then we have an auto attack where I have minus 50%. And I'm really not getting a lot of triggers from this battle dance weapon. It's pretty upsetting. All right. Here we go. The Herald attacks the Felbeasts. They're getting debuffed by the champions. The Felbeasts take reduced damage. Very, very tanky combination there. Felbeasts and champions, guys, insanely tanky combination. If you haven't seen it before, that's one of the ways to do it. Here's Dwalin. I want to see his swing. I want to see if I can get his whirlwind, to get the damage bonus. Gandalf coming in with more with the white triggers here in round 6. He just... Oh, I did not get... I haven't gotten any weapon triggers, guys. Just lack of weapon triggers, but that's okay. Let's see if we get it here in round 7 with all in. It'll be round 8, huh? Here's the madness again. The helmet's nice. It's going to slightly reduce the damage output. It'll help. Here we go. See, they're attacking their own guys. Why not? And here comes Dwalin's next all-in. I did not trigger it again. Oh, my goodness. So, for those of you that think that all-in is not a good ability, I'm going to go ahead and caution you there because it is extremely valuable. In this fight alone, it's done about 56, 57,000 damage, right? And it only gives me minus, whatever 2,000 or 3,000 damage on my next auto attack. So, as long as you order the skills correctly and you pick them in the right order and you're not hitting all in before another damage dealing ability, your auto attack should absorb the majority of that debuff, really making it not a big deal. Here we go. We finally get a battle dance trigger on Whirlwind. And it doesn't look like it triggered. It doesn't look like it increased the damage by 50%. But this is additive. It's not multiplied by the 9,000. It's additive to his other plus damage abilities. So it increased the damage a little bit. Affected by his base damage. Okay. Interesting fight. I mean, that's it, guys. The Gandalf really didn't have a lot to say. There wasn't a lot that he could do or put out. He tried, okay? I mean, shout out to this guy for attacking me with a wailed out Gandalf the White. Luli Crab, Luil, Mr. Crab. We're going to call you Mr. Crab. What I'm going to recommend you do is adjust your skills, okay? You don't need this weird combination of skills. I mean, what is this? You don't need this weird combination of skills. I want you to go into your R5 tree, guys, and get Gandalf's key ability, okay? His abilities are extremely... Ooh, Sestaro got some kills. Oh, Luli Crab coming out again, baby. Sestaro strikes again. Look at that. Oh, well, that's because he's got blue gear. All right, blue gear Luli Crab, Theoden. Still impressive output from my crew here. Almost 50,000 healing. 357,000 damage. No matter who you're fighting, that's an impressive turnout. Very nice. We'll get into that later. This video was about Dwalin versus Gandalf the White, okay? So, back to Gandalf the White. I'll give you a 30-second summary of what I would change, and then after that, you can go on your merry way, okay? The White Rider, extremely valuable. Not only does it give your army plus 20 speed, so you have a higher chance of attacking first and dealing damage first to the enemy, which is going to reduce their damage output. As you reduce the enemy's command total remaining, it drastically reduces their damage output from their commander. The White Rider is going to give you plus 32% increased damage dealt at the start of round 4. It's going to keep stacking rounds 1 through 4 by 8%. That's very strong. Reinforcement, the effectiveness of healing later on in the fight keeps going down, which was discovered by the amazing folks at the Forge. But as the rounds go later and later, the healing effectiveness drops. So having heals in round 7 is not super effective. And horsemanship, if you're using cavalry, this will be great. If you want to go Gandalf the White damage build, you're probably not going to get the horsemanship. But yeah, White Rider's important. The White's important, okay? You want to get down and get as many points in the Surge as you can because this thing is super strong. Okay, Blindside is also pretty strong, but the Surge is a little bit higher damage output. So if you have points for it, that's what you want to do, okay? So, ladies and gentlemen, that is the video. I love you all. Long time. I'm going to go ahead and end the video here. If you tune in later in the live stream, come with questions and stuff like that. Randy out.